Hello everyone from the internet. This is Elise with Elise Charlene Fine Arts. This is my second video, and as you can see, Mascot is right by my side. I've tried to move her out of the way, and she's not having anything of that. So we're going to have to kind of do the video with her here. I wanted to do a flip through of this book. I purchased this book, and before I purchased it, I looked everywhere for flip through, and I could not find one. I'm going to give my honest opinion on this book. It is Adult Coloring Animals, Advanced Realistic Animal Coloring, book for adults by Blackwood. And this is the cover. Copy paper. You can see that it's very, very thin. I think you wouldn't even be able to layer color pencils. And the images are photographs. I thought they were going to be sketches. They're not sketches. They're photographs that have been manipulated, and in some way, and sometimes they're not very clear, or even the choice of the shot is not very dynamic. So it's a lion. There's an ostrich. Here is a leopard. Here is a swan. There's a fox looking at you. There's a duck. There's a squirrel. Here's a sloth. Here is a wolf. Here's a bear. An antelope. Here is a chimpanzee. That was the cover. Here is it's like another fox, a baby fox. It's a better shot. We can't see the fox very good. And then this is a fox looking straight at you. Cow looking straight at you. This is probably an okay shot of a deer. And here's a leopard. Another wolf. And here's a seal. A peacock. This could actually be pretty beautiful. Here's a lioness. No clue what she's sitting on. Here is a fox. Again, better shot of a fox. Giraffe. Not much to lay out. Another lioness. This has to be like some kind of squirrel, or it looks like a rabbit, but I don't think it's a rabbit. Here's a monkey. Here's a deer. And here's another. This could be a chimpanzee, but I think it's a more of an orangutan. Longer face. Here's an otter. And here's a rhinoceros. Here is a goat. Here's a better shot of a horse. That's a nice shot of a, I would call it a cub. We'll do it as a cub. Squirrel. Elephant. Leopard. A hawk. Here is a deer or elk. And a monkey. That's it. When I saw it, and I thought it was just images, and images that could not all be a good choice, what I decided to do is find an image on Unsplash, which is royalty free. And here is my tiger. I took my tiger, and here's the original image. And I isolated the tiger, and then I went ahead. I've put it off to the side because my plan is to do this for Chinese, the Year of the Tiger. So I want to do some kind of a Chinese moon or landscape off to the side. Here it is. This is on hot pressed watercolor paper. So I could do watercolor on the hot press, but I don't tend to like hot pressed watercolor paper. This is cold pressed watercolor paper. It's thinner, lighter. I would have to tape it down, but it would work good for watercolor. And I believe I'm going to probably do this one in color pencil. Now, how I did this is I isolated the tiger with the select tool to just get the tiger. Then I went into the layer mask and cleaned up the mask of the tiger. It took me about 2 minutes to do that. Then I went ahead into the curves and levels to make sure that I could get a better contrast between the lights and the darks, and make the darks more mid-tone, and but still see some of the details. And then I went into the filters. I went to the marker sketch filter, played around with adjustments in that, and here I have this little image that looks like it's more of a sketch than a photograph or a Xerox copy. And you could do this with any image that you wanted to. So I will be putting the instructions on what I did in Photoshop in the description, and I'm going to show you down the road once I finish the image of what it looks like. So I would have to say that I was disappointed in my purchase, but it did give me ideas on how to do it on my own. Some of these images I can use. Can't use any of it on this paper. There is an option you can use this book in transferring the image. What I did, you can see that there's a drawing outline on this. I took a piece of watercolor paper, put it in there, and then took a piece of graphite transfer paper, put it on top, and then you just outline the image, and you have your transfer onto good paper. I'm going to be doing, I will finish that image as well as my tigers.